Well, we've got Scott Kreutter here. He's hanging out with us at Test and Tune night number 2 here at Ohsweken Speedway, and you and Todd Hoddick have kind of teamed up this year. And you were one of the guys who we used to see here quite often, and then last year kind of had a little bit of a break, but you're back racing pretty much full time this year in the sprint car, aren't you?
Yeah, I was up here a little bit more when I had my own equipment, and then the guy I drove for last year, we were kind of lower budget and had to take the time on the motor with running the tour. But we made it up for the Nationals, qualified, and this year, got to thank the Hoddicks for putting me in a car. Hopefully, everything's been great so far, but looking forward to getting back here more this year.
Well, you're one of the guys who's got one of those I think it's one of the best nicknames in the sport, and you're called the Straight Shooter. How'd you get that nickname?
I have no idea. Jay Fish one day came up and he said he had to get a nickname for me, and one day he started calling me Straight Shooter, so there's no meaning to it, but I guess it's stuck.
Do you like it, or would you rather have something different?
It's all right. I can't hear it when I'm in the car, so it doesn't bother me. It's all right. I don't mind it. It's all right.
Well, you're one of the guys who travels around quite a bit. You've been here at Ohsweken and also all over tracks in New York and elsewhere. What's your favorite track to race on, and why?
I definitely like Ohsweken. It's a fast, high-paced track. There's a cushion. It's racy. I like racy racetracks. We were just at Black Rock on Friday in New York, and that place it's a little bull ring. It's racy. I'd say that's one of my favorite tracks. I like those 3rd, 4/10 mile tracks, but Ohsweken's right up there in the rankings.
Well, you're one of the guys who comes from the U.S. to race here in Canada, and I think occasionally we hear talk about some of the Americans don't want to come up here because of the hassle of crossing the border and that kind of thing, but maybe you could talk about a little bit about maybe some of the misconceptions that people have about crossing the border.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Today we handed them our passports, and they asked where we were going, what we were doing, where we were born, and that was it. It's a little bit harder getting back into our own country than it is getting into Canada, but there's really no hassle. Biggest thing is if there's something going on, a holiday, just planning the time to get across the border, but the border customs agents don't really hassle you.
Well, there he is, Scott Kreutter. We appreciate him coming up here and racing with us in Ontario. For OntarioOval.com, I'm Tommy Googe.